Hi guys, so I just woke up a little while ago and I've been watching TV and stuff and I'm getting ready to move my truck. I just started looking around. When I showed up, this Sapp Brothers here in Harrisonville, Missouri was packed and there wasn't any open spaces, and there was guys making creative parking in this big wide. So I'm gonna go park in one of these spaces now. Let's see, what do I got here?
A new message has arrived.
New trip. And it's a very short trip. Picking up Kansas City and going to Dallas. I'm going right back to Texas. Alright. But as you can see, I'm out here in the middle of the parking lot looking like a sore thumb. But when I showed up, there was nowhere to park. This was packed. And that's what I was talking about in some of my last videos about how bonehead truckers, they make fun of guys who are parking in weird spots when it's the next day. But you got to remember, what did that parking lot look like when they showed up in the middle of the night and there wasn't any parking available? So I am going to creep my truck over into a parking spot. It looks like there might be a couple up close to the building, so I'm going to carefully creep over to the parking spots over here. I think if I make a U-E to the right here, so let me see what I'm doing. Alrighty. I gotta just keep it 4 miles or under. If I hit 5 miles an hour, I might get put back on drive time. All I gotta do is pull a U-E. There's all kinds of space. This parking lot is actually huge. As you can see, plenty of spots to park now. There wasn't one that showed up though. There's another bay right there. There's a K&B that I'm gonna drive right up next to. I'm gonna park right up here. My way over here. I'm setting myself onto the drive line. Just gotta be careful because these automatics like to just suddenly speed up, and then sometimes they just lose all their energy and just stop. Somebody's leaking something out of the back of their trailer. Look at that there. It's coming out of the back of that truck over there. Alright, let me get this back to where it's supposed to be. There. And look at this. Hardly anybody backs up all the way to each other. Look at all this space. Nobody is backing up all the way. There, you could park cars between the back of these trucks. It's crazy. Guy decided just to go right beside me and park. So that's what I'm talking about, how before some of you guys being field reporters for Ike Stevens from Bonad Truckers and radio cool guys for parking, I'm reparking myself so I'm not out in the middle of nowhere now that there is spaces to go to. But I just woke up, and how many hours do you think I might have been asleep where all the other trucks left and left me looking out there looking like I'm all done, when I actually did the best I could to park out of the way so that I wasn't in the way of all the other trucks. I parked in the group of trucks that were creatively parking out in the middle of the lot. So just remember that, and remember that. Now, guys just parking anywhere for no particular reason and parking where they're actually in the way, like right in front of the fuel island. But yeah, guys that park right up in the way of the fuel island or in the way of where trucks need to travel through to get in and out of the fuel island, or clogging up, making it impossible for other trucks to get through the truck stop, who are looking for places to park. They at least need to have enough room to be able to get through without hitting stuff. So make sure that when you're finding creative parking spots that you're not clogging up the works. Sometimes they have taken fuel pumps and there's cones at the fuel pumps because that pump is closed down. So you could probably go park in front of that fuel island, either at the beginning or in the pay lane or right before you're pulled all the way up into the island. Then you're not taking up, you're not in the way then. So that's another way you can do things. Or you go find an industrial park nearby where you can go park where you're not gonna be in the way. Park on those side roads where trucks waiting to get loaded or unloaded usually wait outside of various industrial places that trucks pick loads up at. It's another place you can possibly go park, and if you can't find a truck stop with available parking or a rest area or something like that. Sometimes you just got to think outside the box. And it's not always easy to find parking, but I've been pretty fortunate. I have been able to always find somewhere to park so far. I have been really lucky where I've been able to find some place to be able to park my truck. Even here when it was packed, I was able to get in the group of trucks where it was still basically out of the way and the trucks still had room to get out of their parking spaces whenever they decided to leave, without having to come knock on my door and tell me to move because they didn't have enough space. So yeah, so I got, it's 11:30 and I have till 4:30 to go deliver my load. The Walmart distribution center is right down the street from here. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be picking up a load in Kansas City and be taking it to Dallas. And then I wonder where I'm going from there. So, still doing some piddly loads. I'm hoping they can give me something, start giving me some big stuff. I don't know what it is with all the little loads. As long as they add up, I guess. That's the important thing. So, alright guys. I'll catch you next scene or video. Bye.